Hello, here we are for the second Rock Your Money happy hour. I'm like hashtag illiterate. I'm working on that. So we're starting a couple minutes late, but hopefully that is not deterring your excitement. Okay. Hello. Welcome. If you're just joining, chime in who you are, what's your name, where you're from, why you're excited. And I am getting the hang of looking at the thing down there, and also, hello, thank you for the hearts. I love the hearts. Those are yellow, those are pretty. So I'm looking down there, looking up here. I'm excited to have you. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Yay. So my name is Rebecca Eve, and I am the founder and chief financial rock star of Rock Your Money, which is a financial education and coaching company that helps women to be confident and in control of their money. And today and all this week, live at 4 p.m. Eastern, hey, thanks for being here, Daddy. This week we are, Mary. All this week we are doing, all this week we are doing happy hour. I really, next time I'm going to have a beverage, an awesome, next time I'm going to have a beverage in front of me so we can all sip and chat together. So, but I don't today, sadly. I'm in a conference room. So this week we are doing money questions you've been too embarrassed to ask, and today's is a super good one. These questions I am coming up with based on the kinds of questions that my clients are asking me, that people are pulling me aside at super fun parties and asking me kind of was wondering about, should I do this? The things that come up all the time. If you have a question, please tweet it. You know what? Don't tweet it at me. I'm not good with the Twitter. Don't tweet it at me. You know what you should do? You should put it in my Facebook page. So we're Rock Your Money on Facebook. We're also Rock Your Money on Instagram. We'll see your question. Maybe your question will be one of those topics of a future happy hour. How fun will that be? So if you have a question, put it in a private message, or feel free to just blast it out on the page. Either way, that would be super fun. Today's question is a really good one. It's, should I save while paying off debt? So anyone who's watching this who has worked with me already knows the answer to this, or my answer to this. But for those of you who don't, here's my answer. It's a really short one. Should I save while paying off debt? Yes, you should. And here's why. So many people actually will disagree with this, and they'll say, what about the interest? No, of course this does not make financial sense. It does not make financial sense to save money while paying off debt, because every dollar that you save could be used to pay off debt. But you know what else doesn't make financial sense at all? Debt doesn't make financial sense. But we do it anyway. We get into debt anyway because there are reasons for it. And there are some of them here, some of them here. By the way, interrupting myself, if you're digging this, or even if you're not, just heart it so I know that you're there. So just tap your screen and be heart. Yay! Ask and you shall receive. This is good times. So debt doesn't make financial sense, but the reason that we put money into savings while we're also paying off debt is to do something that's very, very important that makes financial sense later on down the line, which is to protect you against future debt. So if you're someone who has been in what I affectionately refer to as the stinky cycle of debt, meaning you've paid off debt and then you've had no balances for a while, and then something comes up, and then you get back into debt, and then you pay off your debt, and then you're getting out of debt, and then you're paying off debt, and you're getting back into debt. You're in the stinky cycle of debt. So if you're in the stinky cycle of debt, you don't want to be in the stinky cycle of debt anymore. Start making sure that you're putting some money aside while you are also paying off your debt. Otherwise, that's what happens. So the next question, this is your bonus question. So that's the easy answer, right? Should I save? Yes, you should. The next follow-up question that inevitably will come up is, how much? How much should I save? How much should I allocate to my debt, and how much should I allocate to savings? And there is, I hate to do this to y'all, but there is no easy answer to this question. This is a lot more complicated. This is why, I'm shamelessly plugging this, but this is why I wrote a book. It's called will dominate your debt. That's my name at the bottom. There is a lot in here about how to figure that out because it's a little complicated. It depends on your situation. It depends on knowing your debt inside and out. It depends on the details of your spending, the details of your debt, the details of what you're saving for and why you want to save. I call this your, figuring out what that number is very unique to you, and I call it your snug as a bug number. So there's a whole workout in the book about how to figure out what your snug as a bug number is, and then how much to put in, like how much to allocate towards that snug as a bug number while you're paying off debt is, like I said, I can't give you an easy answer to that one. But here's what I can tell you. Consistency is key. So if you're going to be saving while paying off debt, which you absolutely should to avoid getting in the stinky cycle, just be consistent. So I know it doesn't feel comfortable. I know you're like, but I just want to put all my money towards my debt because I hate my debt. I hate it. And I get that because I've been there and it did suck and I did want to put all my money towards my debt and make it go away as fast as possible. So if you can restrain yourself and hold back like a smidge, consistency is key. So even if it's $5, even if it's, $20, I heard this cool tip once somewhere where like if you save every $5 bill that comes into your life, just like put that aside. That's kind of an interesting way, but just save some amount consistently and get in the habit of putting that money aside consistently. It can be a small amount that you won't notice, but something that you're really going to stick to. And here's something like really important besides being consistent. Put it far, far away, someplace that you can't get to it. So someplace like, so whether that's an online savings account, if that's like under your mattress and like a padlock. Ooh, someone's saying the $5 bill thing works. My $5 bill thing works. My sister and I tried it for a bit. See? Like now you've got a ringing endorsement of this idea that I did not come up with, but I think it's a good one. So yeah, so something like that where it's like super easy and you won't feel it, and put it hide it someplace. Like put it some online savings under your mattress in a lockbox, whatever, a piggy bank that you have to smash to get it out. Piggy bank's not the greatest, but you know what? You get what I mean. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Like put it someplace that is far away that you can't get to it so that you won't be tempted. And don't think about it. The automatic transfers to an external account works for me. Yes. And that's the one that I actually recommend the most. If you can set up an online savings account at a bank that's not linked to your checking or to the one that you use on a daily basis, that's a really great way to save. And there's a bunch of online banks that will allow you to do this that don't have minimums. So you can have, even if you open an account with $20, like that's totally cool with them. So yes, someplace far away you can't get to it, that you're not like thinking, you don't want to be like, oh well, cool, well if I get into this jam I can just go into my like, you don't want to do that. You want to be thinking not about that savings. So it seems like this tip was very exciting. People are chiming in, people are hearting it up. I love it. That's all I got for you today. This is enough, right? This is good. This is good to get started. So we'll be back here live tomorrow and all the rest of this week at 4 p.m. on Periscope. Thank you. I am Ms. Rebecca Eve on Periscope. On Facebook, we're Rock Your Money. On Instagram, we are Rock Your Money. And ask questions, ask. There is no question that's too embarrassing. There's no stupid questions, only stupid people who ask them. That's not true. You guys are not stupid. We're not stupid. I just called everyone stupid. Now everyone hates me. No, I'm just kidding. We're not stupid. Follow us on Facebook. Ask questions. Private message. Put them in a comment. You guys rock, and thank you so much for being here. Have an awesome day.